So the investing app Robinhood recently announced that they are coming out with a credit card that's going to earn you 5% cash back when it comes to travel, as well as 3% cash back on every other category. Now, the credit card is going to be part of Robinhood Gold, which is their monthly paid membership. Now, that membership can range anywhere from $5 to $6.99. And yes, there is a difference in pay based off of where you're going to purchase it. And I'll explain that in just one moment. And the other different features that are also available with Robinhood Gold. Now, there are some features currently available that you're going to go ahead, if you sign up now, get additional things off the bat, as well as some things that are going to be coming out in the future. We're going to be breaking that all down here today. Now, the first thing I actually want to mention for you is if you are interested in signing up for Gold, I will actually have a link for you in the show notes down below. It'll take you right to signing up in case you can't find it on the actual platform. If I go ahead and have that link clicked on, it'll send you to a page that looks just like this. You'll see here towards the bottom, it says reserve your spot. Now, if you already have a Robinhood account, it should ideally go ahead and take you right to that page. If you don't have a Robinhood account, you can go ahead and sign up for it right then and there to go ahead and get onto that wait list. Now, I mentioned earlier on ways to actually save money for signing up for Robinhood Gold, and this is actually to not sign up through your actual app. You want to do this on desktop, and the reason for that is because they are going to charge $6.99 if you sign up on the actual phones, where if you go through the desktop version of Robinhood, you'll only pay the $5 a month. Again, using that link in the show notes, or I might put up the QR code here, you can go ahead and sign up directly on the website and going ahead and saving a couple extra bucks every single month for this feature. Now, I mentioned that there are some features that are coming along with Robinhood Gold that haven't existed before. Of course, first and foremost is the 3% cash back on everything across the board. There is actually an option now to also earn 5% if you sign up with travel through their portal on their site. Now, here's a really cool thing too, is there's no annual fee outside of the Robinhood Gold itself, which comes with a bunch of additional features, and we'll go over that. There's no transaction fees when you're traveling abroad. And then, like I said, if you are actually going through and doing travel, you're going to get that 5%. Now, there's also a bunch of other features that just come with effectively utilizing a Visa service. So you can see here, there's trip interruption protection, purchase security, auto rental collision damage. You also have all these other features. These are pretty much standard when it comes to using a Visa credit card. So nothing too crazy out there, but this is something I absolutely love right here. And this is being able to have virtual cards. And the big benefit of this is you can effectively sign up for like test trials or utilizing something where maybe it might be a little difficult to go ahead and cancel. This will allow you to make essentially virtual versions of your card without it having to be constantly monitored, and you can have those shut off. So if those companies are not allowing you to go ahead and cancel, you could just discard that card effectively, that virtual card, and you don't have to worry about it anymore and not get charged constantly for it if you're having a service that you don't want to pay for anymore. So that's a really big deal. There's also a couple other things, such as letting other family members in your account have access to this, so that can help build their credit as well. So that's a really nice feature. You can also do spending limits as well as lost cards instantly, lock lost cards instantly, so you can actually have that protection, which a lot of companies are doing. So it's not the biggest change that I've ever seen, but it is just a nice feature to have when it comes to it. Now, if for some reason you don't really care as much about the credit card, there are a bunch of other features that will also come into play with this, which is the higher yield on your money sitting in your Robinhood account, which is always a nice thing. This is going to bump it up to close to 5% over here for you, so you're going to actually earn some money on there. And then when you actually keep scrolling down here, you're going to see one of the big ones that comes later, so it's not going to be available instantly, is going to be the unlimited deposit boost, which is a really cool feature. So you can see here, if you end up depositing $1,000, you're going to get a $10 boost. Now, there is some limitations to that. You can see here, you're going to have to keep that money in Robinhood for at least 24 months. But hey, that's an extra $10 if you're doing 1,000, or you can see here, as you keep moving upwards, you're going to also earn more money as you go. Just extra money to be able to invest with for the long term. Now, they also have the 3% IRA match, which I have talked about before. I actually have a whole video talking about being able to transfer your retirement account, which is what I did to take my account from Vanguard over to Robinhood. It was actually pretty simple. So in this regard right here, you get a 3% match on your actual account that you're contributing to. So if your max is going to be 7,000, you get a quite a bit extra money to be able to contribute into your retirement, which is great because you are limited on how much you can put into your retirement. So that's a nice additional amount of money to go in there. And depending on when you're watching this, they do still have, as of this recording, the opportunity to earn a 3% match when it comes to your transfer as well if you have gold. Again, there are some limitations and some requirements to hold off on. The biggest one is the fact that you have to have gold for a certain amount of time, but when you do the math on how much you're paying for gold and what you're getting out of it, it really definitely comes into your favor when it comes to the actual bonuses that you're getting. You do also get a higher instant deposit. This one right here says 50K. Mine is currently set to 25,000. And there's going to be a couple other things such as the margins as well as the level 2 data if you're somebody who is wanting to do more of those things. So some of these items are already available for gold members. So if you're just waiting for the credit card, you also get all these additional features and benefits now, excluding the deposits for just regular investments. Those are going to come at a later date. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you do want to get on the wait list for the credit card, as well as all the other features that come with Robinhood Gold, I'll have a link for you in the show notes down below. That does help support us out. I'll also put the QR code here on screen if you're watching this on your actual television or on a computer screen, so you can jump right to that page. Make sure again that you go through, not only sign up for gold, but get onto the wait list if you want to get that credit card that's going to earn you 3% on all categories. Now, if you're still fairly new to the Robinhood platform and want a few extra little tips and tricks when it comes to utilizing this app, I'll actually have my video right over here that I'm going to put on screen so you can learn the complete guide to utilizing Robinhood.